Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. So this time around, I decided to do something a little different. We've been using the yarder for the last little bit, but I decided this time around we're going to use the skidder because the skidder can do just as good as the yarder, so I figure we might as well have some fun with it and test it out. If you haven't used the line skidder, I think this is probably the first time since putting it out that I'm actually using the line skidder. So it'll be our little adventure. So we're just going to bring this guy up there, and I think we're going to keep probably bunching a bunch, and yeah, clean that block up. Because I actually came up with some new plans, so we got some new toys coming down the road here soon. So I was thinking we might go down into the swamp here next. That's probably going to be the plan. Chad's made a cool little swampy area, and I was thinking about taking advantage of it, so I think after we get this little spot up top cleaned up entirely, or until we're, reasonably content with it, then we're going to move down to the swamp and check that out. I think it'll be kind of fun. And I have a plan. We're going to do a different style of logging there that we don't normally do. Oh yeah, hey, if you guys haven't seen this, check this out. It's got stabilizers now. Actually, this one's probably glitched out because it's been already at the top. So, the original one that I was playing with didn't have stabilizers, and I liked it that way, but I found a way to actually make the physics on these guys a lot more legit, and it reacts well to the terrain. In the old game, they used to slide around, but it's actually pretty good now. So, in real life, at least on the ones at the mill where I was, you couldn't actually raise the cab without lowering the feet first. It was a safety thing for weight. So, I'm out of buttons on my controllers for what to set them to, so I ended up putting it to the same button that raises the cab at the same time lowers them. So once it's at the top, you're fully settled like that, which is pretty accurate in terms of how they would be in real life. And it settles pretty nice and feels pretty good when you're unloading. You can lift some pretty wild stuff now, so it'll be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. I know a lot of people are excited for that one, so that should be. I don't know when that one's coming out. I have so many mods that I gotta release, but I gotta release them on a scheduled basis. What I used to do in the past is I would I'd make 5 mods in a weekend, and I'd release them all in 3 or 2 days, the next week, which sounds great and all, but unfortunately, what happens is you kind of oversaturate people's interest. So you get, I know it sounds stupid, but you give people too many brand new machines. They kind of drown each other out, and then they don't get the attention they deserve. So. That's why I've been sticking to one a week. Every Saturday I've been posting a mod, and yeah, I have lots of mods coming out pretty much every Saturday for till at least past October now, so that'll be good. I mean, eventually it's going to slow down because I'll be running out of mods, I think, but maybe not. We'll see. I've just been kind of on a roll here, having a fun time doing these mods, so I just keep pumping them out. More the merrier. I guess we could try to bring this low bed all the way down to our spot there. See how that goes. This thing's really giving her 100 kilometers an hour. We stopped for nothing. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting, because I don't know how well it's going to balance on this crappy little road here. But then again, we have edited the truck a bit, so maybe it'll do better. You never know. Seems to be handling it not too bad. As long as the skidder doesn't fall off, we should be good. We could actually drop it off right here, but I kind of want to do the full loop-de-loop down our hill because I want to see how it is down there. And if I can bring a low-bedded load all the way down there, then I will have no problem bringing up a load from the below part. Sorry, I'm very focused on this. Bringing up a load of longs from down below. So I'm just like, oh man, if we can do this, we should be able to bring anything up here. You know what we could do is, because these things actually have locking straps, we could do something really wacky. We could load up this trailer with long logs. We should do that just for fun. Let's be weird. Let's be weird and different. So I'm going to leave this truck parked here. Lower its little thing here. going to grab Mr. Skidder. Skid-adder. Oh yeah, we left that there. We can actually swap the blade off with that too whenever we want, so that's cool. Oops, which we'll probably end up doing more than likely. Alright, so let's park this bad boy right over here in its ready to skid position. I just figured we haven't used the skidder in a while. Oh, it's actually amazing because I don't know if the mod, yeah, it probably would have been out by now, but on the other one, the John Deere skidder, I've actually found a way to lock the grapple to the locking straps so that you can lock any load in the grapple, which is pretty cool. That's going to be a featurette used on a few upcoming machines here, so that should be pretty cool. All right, well, let's try this guy out, see how we do here. Now, the real question is, where do we want to go? I might clear cut these guys out of here. Let's just do kind of a nice little cleanup over here. And because we're using a line skidder, we can kind of lay these however we want. We don't really have to worry about them as much. I say that as much. I gotta check to make sure my MSI thingy's on here. Ooh, it wasn't on. I was wondering why my performance has been a little iffy. There we go. Bloop. Alright, get some more trees. Oh yeah, I guess we gotta do our topic of the day. What's the topic of the day today? How about flying versus driving? There you go. Flying versus driving. We up here in the north are always long distances away from the bigger urban centers, so most of us fly down to those big areas. But some of us don't like to fly and prefer to drive. So is there anywhere in your area, oops, that you need to fly to or you can drive to within a reasonable amount of time? And what do you prefer, flying or driving? Me personally, I like flying because of the speed, because I hate being in a car for 900 hours. But I also like the safety of a car more than I like the idea of crashing in an airplane. I feel my chances of surviving a crash in an airplane are extraordinarily lower than a car, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what people say. I'm actually curious to know how many of you prefer to fly, because I don't know. It's a hard call. Let's go bury these way down here somewhere. There we go. We should be able to get things to balance on this little dip here. Oh yeah, it'll be good. I can see it already. There we go. Bloop. And get this one. Drop that. I think we'll just bunch for the rest of this episode, and then the next episode we will try to do some actual skidding to pull it all out of there. That sounds better to me. Oops. There we go. And we'll get another one. Oh yeah, good stuff. A lot of people get nervous on airplanes. Very nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I've been nervous on airplanes. Especially like up here we have these little tuna can shaped airplanes that are like, I think the an eggshell would outweigh some of them. They're so brutally tiny. So every little bit of turbulence on the trip, you feel every little bump. I remember one time we were coming back in winter and it was like so brutal. It was just like, man, it's only a 2.5 hour flight, but good God, it was the longest flight of my life. The other problem we have up here is winter, like snow. So if the visibility sucks because it's such a small airport, they'll just cancel flights. So it's so hard to get in and out of areas up here. You're supposed to have some kind of crazy guidance system or something, but a lot of places don't use that because it costs a bunch of money. Unless you live in a big area with big airports, then you're usually okay. There we go. Let's turn a light on. Oh, that's better. I can show you the world. Okay, let's clean up this one here. It's be interesting backhauling on our new spot. That'd be kind of cool. It's like we started up high, then we moved down lower, lower, too low. Oh man, messy over there. It's kind of messy. Yeah, once we get down in that swamp, that's a much easier zone to pull stuff from. So that should be a lot more. Oops, a lot more productivity from that area. I'm gonna make maps in the future with areas that are steeper, but I don't think I'm gonna go this crazy with steepness. I want to kind of make it a little bit. Oops, a little bit easier. My God. These trees are just not loving me today. Okay, fine. Just go there. Be there. If that's what you want to be there. Go roll down the hill. I really don't care. Whoops. This hill is mighty slick. But like I said, I do like the fact that you slide down the hills if you're not accelerating. I don't like what's happening right now with the stupid thing hanging up on everything. But I do like the idea of it being tricky to go through. Let's see here. Boop. I'm just gonna keep chucking them like this. Doot. And oh, I didn't think I was gonna get that one. That was pretty slick. Sometimes they slip right out of there and you're like, ah, where's it going? Gone forever. Oh, there we go. Roll it up. Okay, let's go in here. And get this one. Actually, I wonder if I can lay it against a stump here. Think it'll stop? Oh, it did. Well, for now, until we start dropping the really heavy ones on top. Then we're in for it. Oops. Okie dokie. We got a few snips on that one. And oh, there's some trees like over here. What's going on? It must have been stuff we cut for the right of way, I assume. Yeah, look at this stuff just hanging out here. Huh. Like I said, it must be the right-of-way wood. I don't remember missing this stuff, but it's definitely just laying here. Oh, there's a good portion of it here too. Jeez. Interesting. This must have been like the beginning of our road. Oh, look at this. We cleaned this whole section out. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Okay, let's get this ugly bugger right here, because it's the last of the hangout trees. Oops. Thought I had it there. Guess not. Can't see in there, so let's guess. Ha! Just a little nick off the top there. Just a quick little bump. So now I don't know what to do with this wood. I mean, I could haul it back to that other landing, I guess. And we could just leave it stockpiled there for now. I think that's probably all I really want to cut on this hill anyway. Because we are going to be hitting up that swamp here soon. So I do want to time it so that we can have enough time to do cleanup here. And still have enough time for the rest of it too. So This thing we're going to have to haul down to the swamp, so we'll have some hauling stuff. Let's test out our skidder a little bit. I just want to pull up this first load. So let's grab this piece, and this piece, and that piece, and this piece, and see what happens here. And we're going to go like this. Let's turn on our winch here. Oh, that's cool. A little tight quarters, but pretty cool. Let's go whip it out this way. Yeah, I like this. It's quite nice. I'm pulling all this stuff out. Maybe what we'll do real quick is we'll grab these and head them back to the main landing. I love this skidder. It traverses the ground really well. Travels well. It's heavy enough to pull pretty much damn near anything you can throw at it. It's not quite as heavy and skookum as the bulldozer, but it still gets the job done. See how many we can pull. I don't know what the limit is on this thing, but we're gonna find out. There are no limits. Alright, let's see if it can outdo the bulldozer. Not likely, but we can try. I'm not gonna bring all of that in one shot. Or actually, you know what we could try? We could try it. X lets the line out. Let's go bring this over here. Oops, better get on that. She's gonna start sliding away. So let's go that one, that one, that one. This is way too much for this skidder. I highly recommend you never do what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see what happens to this poor skidder. I think it's going to get its butt handed to it here. Maybe not. Oh, ho, ho, look at you, you tank. Wow. Cinch that up a little more here. I can't believe it's hauling all that. That's like so heavy. All right, the skidder's doing well here. It's putting in its dues. I can't believe we're hauling all of that. That's a lot of wood. I mean, we're not hauling it at like a miraculously fast pace, or fast pace, but we are moving. 6 kilometers an hour, but we are getting there. All right. Hey, I'm impressed. Let's drop it right here. Let's quickly give this a little sputter here. The sweet sounds of chainsaw. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Quite surprised, actually. I mean, it looks like it was mostly little trees, but the fact that it even did that, pretty impressive. Pretty gosh darn impressive. Alright, so, I think that's it for the roadside stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll end up pulling everything out back up here. We'll process the final bit on the way out for the cleanup. And then we're off down to the swamp, where I'll reveal some new toys that we're going to be using. Dun, 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 dun. But in the meantime, I'm going to park this old skidder here. Just kind of on the hill with this guy. And then next episode, when we come back, we're going to be... oh, God, this is a good picture. How do you get that? This looks cool. I have to take a thumb. I don't usually take screenshots very much anymore. Anyway, when we come back, we'll grab the rest of this wood, clean this little area up, and then we got probably a load or 2 maybe to bring out for longs. I was thinking about we could probably get it on the low bed if we want to try something fun. So maybe we'll see how high we can stack the low bed and we'll haul it back just to be stupid rednecky. I think it'll be fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave the video at that. So if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Almost forgot what I was saying. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.